All right, here we are. The Ghost Movie Project. We're in Hollywood.
Ghost Hollywood.
Ghost Hollywood. We took a ghost car.
Yes, we
We're going to have
did.
to show that in this episode. We're going to have to show the ghost car that took us around Hollywood. But we're out here for a special reason. Promise to live. Suicide awareness. Today is Suicide Awareness Day. I guess if there's a specific day, we will just say that we're here to host a red carpet event.
It's an honor.
It's an honor, big time honor. But we wanted to fit in the episode.
Yeah.
Because I think this was a cool...
These are some nice digs. I mean, compared to the last one we did in person at the Sandy Cemetery last year. Which movie project?
Hereditary?
For Hereditary. The lawn chairs out in the cemetery, the wind,
what was
the
wrong with
chill.
that? I thought it was great.
It's just a little nicer. It's just an upgrade.
Are you knocking my location scouting for season 1?
I know how much you love a lawn chair, so I'm not knocking it.
But this is nice, and it really does look like some of the scenery from both of the movies that we've got today. And
classy.
Yeah, right.
Velvet, leather.
Modern, maybe. Would that be a great word?
Yeah.
These two movies, one from 1999, and the other from 2024. I didn't realize how much they were going to line up in some of the first and the symbolism or the themes or all this stuff that goes together. And what we're talking about is the Sixth Sense.
Yes.
It's always been hard for me to say that. The Sixth Sense.
Spoiler alerts, if anybody hasn't seen or, I don't know, if you haven't seen it by now, guys, come on.
You know what? This will be the one time. I'm looking at you right now. If you haven't seen it, just pause this. It's okay. It's okay. This one time, pause this down. Go watch the movie and then come back to us, okay? This is one time I'll say that you can do that.
Yeah.
But seriously, I remember seeing this movie, The Sixth Sense, in theaters.
Yeah.
And I guess we would have been, well, now we're giving our age away, but hang on a second.
Careful now.
Well, witches are, you're like 700 and what, 27?
Something like that.
Yeah, but me, I don't want to give away my age because, you know, I'm protective of that. I mean, look at the gray hair. It ain't hard. So in 99, I was in probably high school. I was in high school. So I went to see this movie. And I remember it being one of those, well, you know what? It was kind of pre-social media. So this was the last, like, real word of mouth. It fit into that kind of Blair Witch time frame of when it was, well, you didn't have to worry about getting spoiled, basically. I think Haley
Did
Joel
anybody
Osment,
spoil it for you?
No.
You say it early enough. You know what I think was amazing was that I think people were actually very protective of the ending, because I think when people were saying it, at least from my perspective,
they didn't want to tell you.
They weren't telling you.
They
were
didn't
like,
want to tell
I can't tell you what happens. I can't tell you the end, but just go see it.
It was a big first spoiler type movie. Haley Joel Osment even said that they didn't really think about it that way because it wasn't in the realm of well, there's these spoilers for Marvel movies or whatever movie there is. There's a spoiler you can find out. Well, they didn't worry about it so much then, but people did take pride, I think, in being the one that was that word of mouth that said, "Hey, Courtney, go see The Sixth Sense. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. Go see it and then come back and talk to me." Because they love that reaction.
But you know where a spoiler came out, and it was after the movie was released, but if people were paying attention to the soundtrack. When the soundtrack album came out, there is the last song in the soundtrack was Malcolm is Dead.
Malcolm is Dead. That's the name of it.
So people were paying attention. They could have had it spoiled.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's really... You could have spoiled this movie at a lot of points in it.
Yeah.
If you watch it back, this is my second... I guess, well, I saw it in theaters. I've probably seen it on, DVD or something after that. And then from then on, I probably haven't seen this movie in 15 years, 10 years.
Either. Yeah, had to watch it again recently.
Yeah.
Get ready for this.
Yeah, so watching it back and knowing what I knew and having the research done and that kind of sort of thing, I got to look at it from a different perspective. And it was kind of fun, but there were times when I was like, oh... if you even thought the tiniest bit, this right here would have been the giveaway. You know, there was a lot of that where
you pay very close attention.
Yeah, but there's
also
also
the second time through.
There's also times when you're like, huh, maybe I don't know about that. Like the scene at dinner, when he shows up at dinner with his wife across the table, and it's the anniversary dinner, and they don't speak to each other, but she actually gets up and says, happy anniversary, and it's all timed out perfectly where it feels like it's her being mad at him, but in the end, he's just not there.
Yeah.
Like, odd.
But that speaking to him, it's interesting because when we talk about paranormal, when we talk about spirituality, the speaking to our loved ones, even though it feels silly, like maybe she would have felt like, I don't know if he's there, I don't know if he's listening, but we see that he was there. So, I mean, a lot of times mediums will tell you, it's not that you go to the cemetery to visit your loved ones. It's not that you need something to remind you of your loved ones. It's if you are communicating with them, they're there, they're hearing you, they're listening. And that scene really showed that. What was your favorite kind of maybe fast fact or background knowledge? Did you come across anything that made you go, what? About this movie?
No, I mean, what do you have? I mean, there was a bunch of stuff that's in there for me, but...
Stuff has come out over the years.
Yeah, and it keeps
so
coming
interesting.
out.
One of my favorites is Michael Cera from Arrested Development. Auditioned for the role of Cole. But it's funny to me, the story he tells about it is that he auditioned with the scene where he slides the penny back to him and says, sometimes magic is real.
Yes.
And he didn't know it was a horror movie.
And he didn't.
Can you imagine?
I did know that story.
Sometimes magic is real. Like very upbeat and positive.
So that immediately got him booted out because he didn't read the script or anything and know what the character was supposed to be.
He said he watched it later in the actual movie and saw that scene and went, oh, I did that all different.
I think some of my favorite facts about this actual movie were like more of the after it came out, like the line "I see dead people" is now the most ranked, one of the most top 100. Like this movie makes every single list that's ever out there now. So that's what I kind of dig into, and I really find I don't know. I mean, that's hard to do. How often does a movie come around that does what this movie did, does what The Sixth Sense did? Because it was one of those that shook up everything and
put M. Night Shyamalan, I think.
It did put M. Night Shyamalan at the top, and sure, he's had some hits or misses since then, but I do think this was what put him on the map.
I think so, because then I knew him as a director of twists. I'm like, he does twists like nobody else.
Yeah.
There's clues. There's little things throughout that you look back on the whole movie, like The Village, and you go, oh, this was all happening all along. It's kind of that same MO, but it's always done differently.
I mean, he even did a great trilogy. M. Night did it with, what was it, Unbreakable, and then there was the Glass movie, remember this? And then they tied it together with the third movie of that. That was incredible.
Again.
But a lot of people didn't like those movies individually, but then you start looking at it all together. So he's always building a story. I do appreciate his genius. Some people will be like, oh, he's not. No, he is.
But he was young when he made this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you see him in that one scene. He put himself in the movie
which he
as
did
a
not
doctor.
like.
Yeah, he cut all of it out because he said, I didn't like my own acting.
He didn't like his own part.
I actually thought he was excellent. I thought, oh, he's but playing a doctor as a nod to his parents who were doctors, probably, I assume there was a little pressure for him to be a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
So.
There had to be.
Put on a white coat, did that scene.
I'm sure Mama Shyamalan was probably still like,
okay, but when are you going to get a real job?
When are you going to get a real job? Oh, you know it. I guarantee that's going on.
Probably, huh?
Especially when he put out some of them other movies, because some of them are... Well, let's not go there, because he does, like I said, he has hits or misses.
Yeah, well, speaking of like the storyline being so, the twist ending, he's dead the whole time, that, a lot of people nodded to, they pointed a finger at Nickelodeon's Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
Oh, yes.
It's season 3, episode 10. I had to go on a deep dive and look for it.
You go see this?
I had to go watch it.
What?
Obviously not as well done. It's,
yeah. I mean, it's
acting, storyline, writing, not quite as good, I will just say.
But that show was a banger.
But
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark? I know. You remember those episodes?
I mean,
there were certain ones that I couldn't go to sleep at night.
Well,
after I watched them.
I was, I had to see Nickelodeon at the friend's house. We couldn't afford to have Nickelodeon at the house. So,
understandable.
But
Yeah, so
Tell me
there
about
was
this episode.
the dream girl, the tale of the dream girl, and the episode is about how he is talking to his sister in the whole episode, this teenage boy, and there's this dream girl he keeps seeing, and he doesn't know who she is, but, you know, feels connected to her, and for some reason he's wearing her ring, and he can't figure out why. You find out at the end, it is his girlfriend.
Oh.
He doesn't remember, but they were in an accident together, and the sister is actually the only one who can see him, and she's been talking to him this whole time. And then she has to help him remember that he was in this accident with his girlfriend. They both died. They're both ghosts.
Yeah.
And then he gets to have this little goodbye with his sister, and he goes off into the white light and with his girlfriend.
So really similar.
It was really sweet. It was kind of a sweet story. A little bit sad because you're like, oh my God.
What I hear, though, is a lot of this psychic sensitivity.
Yes.
Or whatever this is. Like, what is this about?
No one else can see him but her.
Yeah, so it's same situation with Cole in Sixth Sense.
Yeah, and Vincent Gray, played by Donnie Wahlberg. I didn't even realize that was him.
I did not either until I read the...
I had to go back and watch it again, and I went, oh my gosh, he lost like 45 pounds for this role, and he did an amazing job. For the one little scene he has at the beginning, I was blown away. But yeah, they obviously have these special abilities, which, I mean, then you go into the whole comparison of, is it a mental health issue or is it a paranormal issue?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? Does this child just need some guidance on his gifts, on his Claire gifts, and his, if he had that guidance, would he have been better off? And this professional child psychologist, Malcolm, he has to kind of come to grips with, this is not something in the realm of psychology that I can, you know, at first he's like, this child might have to be hospitalized. But then he accepts there's something else going on when he hears the voice in the tape recorder and has to go help Cole come to grips with his, you know, I think there's a way I can help you. It's just not going to be in the realm of psychology. It's going to be in that spirituality realm, right?
What's weird is, like, this movie is terrifying, but all at the same time, it's not. Like, it's not really.
It's emotional.
It's got this heavy layer of emotion. And I think that's what really pushed this movie to not be a horror movie, a scary movie, because people don't really talk about it like that. Like, if you ask somebody what The Sixth Sense is, they're not going to be like, oh, it's the scariest movie ever, when really, if you think about it...
There's a few scenes that you're, like, watching through your fingers, but I think that's really important.
I think it's scary in another way, because you're not... being scary or a scary movie doesn't necessarily have to be evil. It can, the feeling of being lost, confused, hurt, that's scary in its own. Grief, all of that is scary in its own, and I think it's a different type of scare. So this is almost like a different genre of a horror movie. It's both of the movies are that we talk about today, but that's how it feels, and it's you feel it. You feel the emotion. You know, the jump scares are there. Sure, they're there, but you feel the emotion and it hurts. I think that's what it is. It hurts.
Yeah, it kind of takes a little switch right when Cole. Remember the boy coming out of his room and he's like, the shotgun. Yeah. He turns around. Yep. I remember watching that for the very first time, and I was like, "This is so scary." His head, the gore, you know, all of the things. But it takes a shift when the little girl shows up, and you know, poor little Cole is terrified. He knows it's getting cold again. Yeah. The cold being a sign that, you know, that they're upset. But the little girl who is throwing up, which was banana and cereal, by the way, I had to throw that in there. Had to research.
Delicious.
She had to hold banana and cereal in her mouth for that scene before she could spit it out. Anyway, that's lovely. But it shifts from, this is really scary, to what if I talk to her?
Yeah.
What if it's not as scary as I think it is? What if I just talk to her and ask her what she needs? And then it's a ghost telling her how to fulfill something she can't. Like, help my dad to see this video. Help my sister, who's going to also be killed if you don't help me. Right?
Yeah, it's... Ghosts, these ghosts don't need exorcisms, they need to be understood. Yeah. That's what it is.
It's just like all of us.
Yeah, but that's...
just like any of us.
And that just...
want to be heard.
That kind of, to me, is that makes it, I keep using the word scary. That's all you can say. It makes it scary in a way because there is no end. Yeah. This is infinite to me. Like now you're seeing that no matter what, you see the effects even after life.
Well, that's interesting to think about. As you're saying that, I just thought of this. It's not that there's a cure for it, but why should something that is a gift need a cure? Like some mental illness we say is a mental illness, when really maybe it's a gift. People with ADHD struggle, but it's a superpower.
Sure.
So that shift from there's no such thing as a cure for this, but that's because it's not something we need to cure.
Would you say this was a superpower for Cole or more of a burden, though? Because this seemed
it depends on how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like just like anything, it's perspective. So he decides to start seeing it as, well, I can do something to help people. I can do something to help these souls. I help them to move on, help them find peace. And in that, he gains empowerment that Vincent Gray didn't have.
Yes.
Vincent Gray just got to live his life in utter terror and fear his whole life because no one was there helping him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of beautiful. And then when you talk about emotions, the goodbye scene.
Is that the scene at the end?
Well, just when...
Are you talking about Bruce Willis when he's talking about when Bruce is... No, we didn't even get into Bruce Willis and how great he was.
Oh, yeah.
And is in this role. And it is sad to see what he's looking like these days. It's sad. It really is. And I hope people continue to give him his flowers while he's here, even though he doesn't know, which is super sad. But he put on... This was one of the first that put him on the map in a different way. For almost this movie put Bruce Willis on the map for a new generation.
Yeah.
Because he'd been around since the 80s, since
He's
Moonlighting,
got Die Hard.
since Die Hard, all these. He's
got a fan base from that.
He had it down. So, but this gave him, I want to say, more of our age at that time. This was the junior high, the high school kids finally coming in to see, oh, this Bruce Willis guy.
Yeah.
All right, he's cool. And then we get to see Haley Joel Osment.
Oh my gosh. And I just have to say, for a kid,
incredible.
That was probably the thing that stuck out to me most when I first saw it was this kid's acting is incredible.
It was
when he says I see dead people, you
get
chills.
You feel it. It's
because he's like 7. He's so young and he's like see dead people. You're like, I feel that in my core.
You feel it. Like, he makes you feel it.
Both of them together as a team in this movie. Because it's that gift of underacting, almost, that Bruce Willis has.
Yep.
You feel that? He's hardly moving. He's hardly fluctuating his voice, but he still projects everything that he's feeling and thinking. When the tears well up in his eyes.
Is that when he's telling him goodbye? That's when he's doing there's nothing else I can do for you.
Yeah. Said all that I need to say. We'll just say, we'll see you tomorrow.
That is like such a hard scene to hear and see. Because you do feel it. And it was all about the actors right there. The color red, too. We didn't even mention that.
Oh, yeah.
The color red is so much in this movie.
Every time someone's going to show up, you get a little hint of it. There'll be a red sweater, red tent.
Something red.
Something red. And they kind of took red out of the scenery other than that.
Anything else that was red was immediately removed. I wanted to say that because we didn't mention that in most of the movies that we've done, but the color red does usually mean some sort of presence or something there. It's something...
You see it show up in The Shining.
You do. The Shining a lot with Kubrick. That was his thing. Red everywhere. Every scene had red in it. But I did want to point that out here because you see it so much in this movie with just... Even the church, when they're driving down the street, and they're doing the church scene, you see the red shading of the church, and you see, that's another thing. We're driving past a cemetery. This is where I would say it's not a superpower, it's a burden, because you see him look over, and he's like, look, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't even want to know what he would be seeing in that spot right there. So, but yeah.
Cemeteries. I mean, I used to be one of those people that was like, why on earth would you buy a house next to a cemetery? It's the worst.
Yeah.
It'd be so scary. Now I love cemeteries.
Oh, I mean,
I would love to live by a cemetery. Walking through cemeteries is one of the most peaceful.
maybe we should. Maybe we should go check out the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Walk through it, actually. I mean, we could do that. That'd be a good time.
They usually have it so nicely landscaped.
Yeah.
And I don't actually believe, I don't actually believe that a lot of the entities or souls hang out in cemeteries.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those that believes that. I mean, there can be ancient kind of energy and feeling of a cemetery, but I think when people go to a cemetery where the physical bodies and bones, it's a sacred space, but I don't think they're attached to their body that way.
Ah, okay.
I think that when you go to visit a loved one, you're bringing them with you.
But do you think that, okay, so okay, there you go. Now,
yeah. So I think that was a little bit more for horror effect.
Okay. Do you think you can
Personally,
get trapped into where you think you are? Like if somebody died in a house, are they stuck there?
Well, I think it's interesting because this movie kind of plays that out, where there's some souls that it's clear they don't know they're dead, right?
That's
he
true.
says that.
That's true. He says it.
They don't know they're dead.
Very
They're walking
clear.
around. And I think that's true. I think that sometimes there's just like a disconnect in, I don't know, crossing over. Mm-hmm. But what I understand about the spirit realm is that there are levels of ascension, and it feels like in order for loved ones to visit us, like to visit us in whatever way that may come, like you know, we can see them, or we can feel their presence, or we smell their perfume, or like that was my dad's perfume. I honestly think that they have to kind of descend to a level that's connected with who they were, their ego on Earth.
Yeah.
And that's not comfy for them. This is what I've been told and how I feel about it.
Okay.
It's not comfy for them. So they'll do it to visit you, to give you a high, to put something in your way that reminds you of them. That's their little messages to us. But to step into who they were in life is an uncomfortable, lower vibration for them. So they wouldn't do it willingly.
Oh.
But if they haven't ascended, if someone's passed on and they haven't ascended to those realms, they might be stuck in I don't really know how to get out of this, or I'm still in my ego. So who I was on Earth.
So in that vein, when Bruce Willis's character Malcolm, when he had the goodbye scene, and basically he says, "There's nothing else I can do for you." Is that him? Is that Malcolm crossing? Is it like that was his last thing he needed to do, or? I think when he says goodbye to his wife. Okay. And the ring thing. Because that's when he realizes he is dead. Yeah. That's the realization, right? Because then it's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. It's kind of the vibe you get, is like, oh my gosh, this whole time I realized I was walking around as a spirit. My wife hasn't been talking to me because I'm not here. I'm not here. And then the whole talk to her while she's asleep. I think Cole got that from his mom when she was having nightmares in her sleep. He's like, try to talk to her in her sleep. He realizes your wife's not talking to you because you're not alive. And then he's like, why don't you try talking to her when she's asleep? Yeah. So it kind of gives him the inspiration to try that. And it works. She's able to, in that sort of subconscious state, cross into a space where she can be like, I miss you. Yeah. And talk to him. And then he can talk to her back. And then he's like, I'm accepting my fate here. I'm accepting that it's time for me to move on. Yeah. I'm going to let you live your life, and I'm going to go to whatever higher realm. Whatever it is. Whatever the next. They don't really ever get into the religion too much either. It's just, this is what it is. Proof of an afterlife. Yeah. But not really religious. No, they don't really ever say, you know, one or the other. Yeah. Or one or the other, like there's only two. Listen to me. But when the final scene. Now, this is when it's an even bigger like shock. It was like to me when he looks out the window and Toni Collette asks, "How do you know?" Yes. The car scene. It's hard for me to even describe because it gives you chills. And when he says, you know, I know she's dead because she's standing outside your window. Yeah. I'm like, this is when he reveals himself to his mom. Yeah. This is me. This is who I really am. I've been keeping this secret from you. You know what's great? Actually, this scene, it feels like the epitome of the whole movie. Mm-hmm. This feels like it takes the whole movie and to the purpose of it.
It reminds me of Corpse Bride. Okay. You ever see Corpse Bride?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know how the land of the dead is the scary. Yeah. And then there's the living, which are really plain and boring. And they make it like really like meh in that movie. And the dead are all colorful and there's a lot of symbolism there. But what I love is when the dead corpses come out of the land of the dead to the living, and for a wedding. Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, of all things, right? Yeah.
And at first, everybody's screaming and running around, and the living is like, "What is happening?" There's like dead skeletons coming around, and then the skeleton walks up to the little boy, and you think he's really terrified. His face is like, and then he just goes, "Grandpa." And he hugs him, and it's his grandpa, and they're hugging. That feels like the same thing as this scene for me, which is, it's not that the dead are scary. Like, he gets to see his grandpa again. Yeah. That's so beautiful. And here's Cole kind of presenting that to mom, like, Grandma says hi, right? I get to talk to Grandma. And she's like, what?
Ooh, and he starts dropping some facts on her that he wouldn't have known.
Yeah. And Grandma tells me this.
Yeah.
Grandma says this. And he doesn't even know the question she asked Grandma, which
Didn't have to know that she didn't even have to know the question. Yeah, that's what's even wilder. And this, I'm about to go off. I'm about to get upset about Toni Collette once again, because here's what happened. This scene, to me, takes this movie from being, I don't want to say, it was above average, sure, but this scene right here, and because of her, once again, elevated this movie to a whole nother level. If you play this movie and you don't have that scene, you got maybe a horror movie that's a little bit confusing.
It's interesting.
She added everything else that movie, she gave it the legitimacy to even get an Oscar nomination for this. She finally got an Oscar nomination. If you watched the Witch Movie Project last year, you seem to get amped up and go off because Toni Collette didn't get even a nomination for Hereditary.
Yeah.
She did get a nomination for The Sixth Sense. Okay,
well, should we take a break before we talk about Toni Collette? Because there's a lot we got to say.
Yeah, we can. Let's do that.
We got to.
Let's get ready. Let's take a break then. We'll go check out the, you know what we should do? Let's go watch this when we had a ghost car pick us up.
Yeah.
And we're going to put that footage in here.
Okay. Watch us get in a ghost car.
And then we're coming back. All right, yeah. This is going to be us right here. We're at Hollywood and Highland right now. I think we're getting close to finding that Oscar that we can get it. Let's go.
Oscar.
Oh, look, Lindsay, they got Wahlburgers right across the street here now. They must have moved it from... Wasn't that the one that was right next to us in West Hollywood? There's Madden Tussauds. The real one.
The real one, yeah.
This was the job I had.
Oh, really?
This was it?
Free photo.
Can you picture me doing that? I did it for 2 hours.
Even at $5.
Pretend to pick it up. Like it's too big. This looks too big.
take that too, Courtney?
Do you want a photo all together? No.
Everybody who got me here. Ride the Wave Media. Drama queen? Okay. All right. I'm glad that's done.
Yeah, man, we had to do this. We had to do this.
She needed that, right? Okay.
We're gonna send that to her in the mail. Yeah. Anybody got her address?
Or I mean, I can hang on to it for a little longer if she wanted me to.
We're gonna. Hold on, let's see.
Right.
Let's check with them.
You should probably go.
No, I ain't leaving. Hold on. You guys about to be in here? Okay. We'll be out in like 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah. We're good.
Like, we're almost done. We'll be done in just a while.
We're back.
All right. So now we have to talk about our second movie for this episode.
I can't wait for this. I love this movie. You hadn't seen this.
I had never seen this before.
Not a lot of people had seen this, but it's relatively new. And
they're going to go watch it. If they listen to this and they haven't seen it, they're going to be like, I have to see this movie.
Absolutely, because I thought, I knew, I had heard about the movie, and I'm always up for a good time. And what I saw in this movie was going to be a good time because it was adventurous. It's filmed from the point of view of the ghost.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking,
so
right?
Already
different, at least. Maybe not groundbreaking, but at least different in a way that, all right, I'll check this out. I mean, recently they made a movie that was point of view from the serial killer. There's a movie out there. AMC, Shudder put one of them bad boys out. It's a good one.
Kind of like Dexter.
Oh, it's graphic. I can't tell anybody out there to even go look at this movie because it's so scary that it's not even scary. It's just brutal. It's violent, but it's the name of the movie is In a Violent Nature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I can't wait to see it.
I love these POV movies or the one take movies.
Yeah.
And this one is not a one take. Yeah, it's not a one take, but in most films have 1,000 takes or 1,000 cuts.
Cuts, even from different perspectives, or to have like from this angle. And I like to kind of research a movie before I watch it, just so I can pay attention.
Yeah.
So seeing that this movie was done in 33 or under 50.
That's incredible.
So it's an estimate, but under 50 takes. So I'm like, when I'm watching this, I'm going to pay attention to where the camera's going. And it feels like you're moving through the house.
It does.
These continuous takes, seeing every angle of the house, which is kind of incredible for a movie set anyway. I mean, what do we think about that house?
They don't leave the house.
Yeah,
the entire movie is in that house. Like every scene is in the house. Is there one outside of the house? There's maybe the
couple
porch
of drone
scenes.
shots of the porch. Yeah,
you got
they kind of watch from inside onto the porch when they're having conversations outside.
Yeah,
but only the beginning and ending, I think, is it's going away from the house. You see the outside of the house.
That's about it. Yeah, I mean, you see the floating away at one
Filmed
point.
in New Jersey.
Yeah,
Should point out it's a beautiful location, but oh man, if this wasn't already like a scary ghost movie, I would move into that house in
That
a
house was
heartbeat.
beautiful. Now, I'm going to tell you this, too, though, because...
Felt like I was watching a Love It or Listed or a House Hunters or something. I'm like, I'll take it.
The blue nightshade mirror, whatever it was, 100 years old. I mean, come on, man. Like, there's so much in that house. I mean, even if it was haunted, because we know what kind of ghost was in there.
Yeah.
So it's like, just don't be a dickbag. Like, whatever
Seems
Ryan
like the kind of
was.
ghost you could reason with. You could be like, hey, I'm moving in.
You know what's...
We can both be here. It's cool.
So Lindsay watched this. My wife watched this with me. And she continued to ask, like, does it get scary at the beginning?
Yeah.
She asked that a couple times. And then she made some great observations. And she said, well, if this is a ghost, it seems like it's friendly, or it's not really like, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
actually protection.
I'm like, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're absolutely correct. Like, it's not.
I remember saying at one point, I think it's a guardian angel.
Yeah, that's what
it's
she
like
mentioned.
protective.
Something. Yeah.
It's helping. It's very vigilant. Especially with the girl, Chloe.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, Chloe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? Every actor in this movie is incredible. Chloe killed it.
Talk about fantastic performances by moms. Toni Collette in the last movie, but Lucy Liu, who was in an episode of X-Files, by the way. I just have to point that out.
Oh, I love that.
Another nod to X-Files, my favorite show. She was in an episode. She's amazing.
Was there? I feel like there had to have been an X-Files episode that was something in the realm of.
Oh yeah, I mean there's Ghost, but not from the perspective
of the ghost.
That's unique, right? Yeah, I love that they point out the silver nitrate glass in the mirror, because there's a lot of folklore about vampires being able to not see their reflection.
Oh yeah.
But that was only because those old mirrors had silver in the glass.
And you couldn't see it. That's a great point.
And new mirrors, technically, vampires would be able to see themselves in the reflection.
Yeah. Now
those old mirrors.
I will say that even though that the ghost seemed friendly in presence, the ghost was very violent, loud.
Yeah.
Like it did cause
moving stuff.
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're scared by it, because the things it was doing, knocking the drink off the table, you're like, oh, awesome, yep.
Yeah.
We're not date raping drugs. We're not giving drugs to people, and then you find out later they did a great basically. It was a way that they made this bigger, because you're watching it and you see this kid drugging somebody, and you're like, well, he's already had sex with her.
Yeah.
So you're thinking,
what's happening?
Yeah. You're like, I mean, you see the scene, and it's deliberate. The scene where the Chloe and Ryan are having sex, you feel dirty for seeing it, because they're like kids. But you're like, oh, that was kind of unnecessary. And then to me, because I watched it twice now, I was like, you know what? That scene was very necessary, because if not, then later on when he starts trying to drug Chloe again, they are already having sex. So he's not like trying to date rape her.
Right. It's
so
beyond
you got to start thinking, well, they've already done that. What exactly? Oh no! And then it starts clicking.
You think it's a ghost movie, and then you find out it's a serial killer movie.
It is, and he's been doing this deliberately. And we find that confession out, and then that's what I'm saying. You don't feel bad. You're like, oh, get him, ghost. Like whoever this ghost is, get his ass.
Is the hero of this movie.
Yeah, and
it gets even better than that.
Tell us.
Well, at first, you see how the brother, Tyler, you're like, he's kind of an asshole. Like, he talks about bullying these people at school and other stuff that's going on, and you kind of go, he's a jerk. And he's mean to his sister, Chloe. And then dad gets mad at him and says, stand up for your sister just once. And, the ghost seems to target him a little bit.
It does.
Shakes up his room, knocks stuff off. It's like the ghost can see what a jackass Tyler is, and is like calling him out. Which then comes full circle when Tyler finally does stand up for his sister once.
Yeah. And there's one line in this movie that tells the whole movie.
Okay.
And it's from Cece.
Okay.
It's from Cece, who is the what is she, a medium or something?
Yeah.
And she comes in and she says something along the lines of, they don't know past or present.
Yes. Yes.
Ghosts don't. Whoever
And time
it is,
works differently for
time
them.
works different, and they don't know past and present. And right there, if you pinpoint that line,
Such a good scene.
You can tell the entire movie because it's still confusing. You're like, wait a minute.
Who is this?
Who is the ghost?
Yeah.
So the ghost is the kid that's not dead yet.
Right.
And he's, but think back
So
to The
juicy.
Shining. Think back to The Shining, what we talked about when they were in that caught in the loop. Maybe it is a time loop. It's all a loop that goes continuously. The fact that Jack Torrance was in the front of that picture in the party in the 1920s.
How could that happen?
How the fuck did he get there?
Right.
You know, like it's seriously, it's that. But maybe it was because it was a loop and that's where it started. But it's the same thing happening in Presence. And you've got the ghost of Tyler, which still, sure, you can say, there's plot holes there. I don't know. But you can't tell me. How does death work?
It's pretty amazing, actually. And I've always wanted to do an episode of Practically Magic about this topic because time not working the way that we think it does, not being linear. I heard it explained once that it's like a movie reel film. It's all layered on top of each other, these moments and instances. And so what we're living is actually just the one scene or the one frame that the projector is shining on for us, right?
That's it, yeah.
So time doesn't exist linear, but it is all kind of layered on top of each other all at once, like happening at once. So if you think of it that way, it makes perfect sense. It's not even like necessarily time travel, but you know that this ghost is attached to this house.
Yeah.
You feel that from the very beginning because the house is empty.
Yeah.
And the story starts when the family comes in to look at the house. So it's like this ghost was here waiting for them.
Yeah.
Like it came into existence almost when the family arrived. So when she thinks it might be her friend that died, she keeps, asking, is it her friend?
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense that she would think that, but that friend was not attached to that house. That friend died before they went into that house. Why would that friend's ghost be there in that house with them?
That's to throw you off the scent here as a viewer, as a watcher at home. Now you're thinking, is this why is the ghost of that? Yeah, that's awesome to think. There's a lot of stuff.
Loop.
Time is what?
But it's confused.
Relevant?
Yeah, Cece says too. This entity, whatever, is this presence. You should just use the word because that's why they call it.
That's
presence.
the name of the movie, yeah.
So the presence.
Me and Lindsay love to do that. We love to when you're watching a movie, you have to point it out. When you're watching a movie and they say the name of the movie, you have to say, they said the name of the movie.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason. There's a reason why it's called presence. It's the presence, right? They can't really call it a ghost. They don't know what it is, but they know they can feel it. Like the daughter Chloe, she's like, there's something here. There's someone here. It's presence, right? But she says it's confused. It doesn't know why it's here. It doesn't know. So I don't think that the presence knew that it was Tyler.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Itself. Like it wasn't like I'm the brother.
It did. It said it.
It felt a connection to Chloe. It felt like it was there for a purpose. It just hadn't figured out what that purpose was
I love
yet.
that. Thank you for that explanation because that does kind of, put a bow on that because that was the only thing I was worried about. I was like, so the presence was just confused on where it didn't know. And then he found out.
Yeah.
And then it becomes him, and then he goes away.
Yeah. And then it's like, I've done what I needed to do.
Because she mentions that too. Cece mentions that too. They got sometimes a presence. Yeah. So all of the boxes get checked, and then he gets to leave. So that's
incredible.
Still a loop though, right? Because then what happened to the house?
The house after the family?
Yeah, I mean, they don't tell us. I'm just saying, like.
Well, it's interesting because
does someone else move in this thing that's not haunted now, or is it still?
Yeah, you get to question that a little bit because you're like, well, this family could say that they were haunted in this house. They pack up, they leave, sell the house, someone else moves in. Maybe stories get out and go, oh, that's the haunted house, or that's where those kids died. Well, another family can move in and it's not haunted.
Because Poltergeist, that was following the family.
Right.
So it didn't matter where you went.
It had an entity attached to them.
So there's a little bit of a different haunting, maybe, that I don't know the real definitions and terms for.
Yeah.
So
isn't it interesting that all of these movies that we've been doing in the Ghost Movie Project, all these movies in this series, they are hauntings, but all very different. Very different kind of an aspect of that. Oh, did you notice that music, there was an absence of music?
Yeah.
Except for when the presence was acting out,
Yep.
like when there was something happening. But like other than that, I just noticed that there was this dead silence throughout a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
Not a lot happening.
Yeah, I thought it was really well done. You got great acting. You had I can't remember the guy's name, but it was Christopher Payne is the character he played.
Yeah.
This guy was great, and he was just kind of I mean, he's just he's not the main actor, because I would say
Kind of
it's hard
focused
to
on the
pick
kids.
who the main actor would be in this movie, because you got Lucy Liu killing it with a performance.
I know.
You had the guy that played Christopher Payne. All of them. Everybody played an important role. Even the kid. Even the kid that played Ryan. You're like, oh, this dirtbag.
I have to point out too
So yeah.
that the dad telling the daughter that he believes her. That was a pivotal scene that we see a lot in the other movies we've done.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
I believe you.
Oh, that's all right. Well, make her sign a release.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah, we're in Hollywood. What can we do? We'll make her sign a release since she came in here. I think they're about to film another, maybe a movie. Maybe they'll put us in a movie,
I think
whatever
they're
this
scouting
is.
our location because it's so amazing.
But
Or maybe they just like us so much. They're like obsessed with me. I'm just kidding. Well, you mentioned Lucy Liu's performance because we talked about Mom in Sixth Sense, Toni Collette playing Lynn. Her performance nominated for an Oscar for that movie.
yeah,
Lucy Liu, smaller role, but I mean,
she's awful.
she's
in the best way. Like, she is completely awful.
Again, underplayed.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't overplay it. It's just kind of a straight part.
Yep.
But that ending scene.
Even the scene at the kitchen table with her son Tyler.
Yeah.
And he's
Until
even
she's had some drinks.
Oh yeah, and even Tyler's like, but Mom, what about Chloe? Like,
Yeah.
I thought that
You're
was hilarious.
just the light of my life.
You're the
I
best
love you
human
so
being
much.
I've
And
never
she's
met.
He's like,
and I'm like,
you have another child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but
I meant
it's
that.
different. It's different. But it's different. It's like so weird to hear him say that, and then you're like, wait a minute, she's pretty awful. And then you find out that she's doing some shady shit behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That I still don't know what.
That's kind of a thread that they don't fully tie up.
Yeah.
But because I thought it had to do with the son, but
do
it didn't
too.
necessarily have to do with the son.
It
I
just
thought
had to
maybe there
do
was
with. I think
illegal
it had
stuff.
to do with him, but not directly, indirectly.
Yeah,
Like
she was into some illegal
something
stuff.
to be able to get whatever it was that she needed. But
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
What
But
else
her
is there to say?
straight performance, every scene that she had where she was just so busy doing
Deleting
what
emails.
she's doing,
Like,
deleting emails.
If you look close,
She's distracted.
Yeah.
So that's an important part because of everything going on with the teenagers. It leaves them kind of alone to deal with their stuff that's difficult and what they're going through. Chloe is in grief for her friends that have died. She's going through some stuff clearly. Mom's too distracted to really
to
pay
care.
attention
She's
to
like,
it.
oh, time will heal it.
Yeah, time. That's all she needs.
You're like, what? Like,
Clickety click, click, clickety click.
clickety click, click, click.
She's out.
And then,
she's blind.
and then that ending scene. You see that role once again. She takes this role and then amplifies it because that ending scene, the emotion that was not there the entire movie.
She breaks down.
And she's like, it's
Screaming.
him. It's him. I felt it. I felt the chills, the goosebumps, the whatever.
Yeah.
She needs a damn Oscar for that.
Dang it.
Toni Collette needs an Oscar, and Lucy Liu needs a. Let's go get Lucy Liu an Oscar for that.
Here we go. Better go get her an Oscar.